Prepare to have your hearts ripped into a million pieces as next week in Coronation Street, Paul Foreman, Peter Ashe, dies. Last year, Paul was involved in a collision when Carla Allison King got into an underworld van after having her drink drugged by Stephen Reed, Todd Boyce. She lost control of the vehicle and hit Paul, who was on Peter's, Chris Gascoigne, new motorbike. During Paul's recovery, he realized his right hand was taking a long time to heal. As the weeks ticked by, Paul started to wonder what was going on with his hand. Eventually, after having some tests, his world was turned upside down when the doctor confirmed he has motor neuron disease. Executive producer Ian McLeod said from the beginning, "There's no time scale on this. We're not going to rush it," actor Peter Ashe told us. "So they would tell me in advance, this is the story coming up, this is the next symptom, or thing Paul loses control of. So there was time to tackle each progression of the illness." While Paul's family have been utterly broken by his diagnosis, they have tried their best to remain strong and make every single moment count with him. Speaking of his final scenes, Peter continued, "It was quite hard to not get emotional during that scene where they're all there giving all those beautiful goodbyes. I had to pretend to not hear it, pretty much. Especially when he does pass, it's that thing of trying not to breathe at all, which gets a bit tricky after a while. The scene in general was just beautiful. It was a really nice way to end it. I'm not going to give anything away apart from that, but it was great to have all the favorites there in my last scene." His final memories have included marrying Billy, Daniel Brocklebank, drinking in the pub with his mates, and even building a connection with his long-lost brother Kit, Jacob Roberts. At the end of this coming week, Billy will agree to joining David, Jack P. Shepherd, for a few drinks in the evening. Next week, while complaining of his hangover, Billy realizes he's lost his phone. He's thrown into a panic because it has so many pictures and memories of Paul on there, so he sets off to retrace his steps. While he's gone, Summer, Harriet Bibby, and Bernie, Jane Hazelgrove, are in the flat and discover Paul is unresponsive on the sofa, struggling to breathe. An ambulance is called just as Summer and Bernie realize Billy has left Paul at the worst possible time, and they also have no way of contacting him. As Bernie and Summer do everything they can to keep Paul alive, the odds are stacked against Billy, but will he get back in time for his final goodbye to Paul? Daniel told us, "We all know what it's like to lose your phone, especially now when everything's on the bloody things. Your cards are on them, and it's bad enough then, but if your husband's dying and you've not paid for backup." He has a personal connection to the storyline. His grandfather had motor neuron disease. "Because I've lived through something very similar in my own life, it's been a really special story to be part of and a really special story to tell because I'm very intertwined in my own life with the MND community," he said. "I know a lot of people living with it. I know a lot of people who have been carers for a family member living through it, so it's felt like a very personal story to tell. However, I'm really glad it's coming to an end because it's been exhausting. But I'm hugely proud of what we've been able to do. Everyone's journey with it is different, but having Dan there and he's lived through it, it was a comfort to know we were getting it right," Peter added. With the week drawing to a close, Billy wakes up on the sofa on his first morning without Paul. He stares at the empty wheelchair, reality hitting that now, life will carry on without Paul in it. Tensions remain understandably high as the family grieve the loss of Paul and face the difficult task of planning his funeral. How will the next few days play out? If you've got a soap or TV story, video, or pictures, get in touch by emailing us soaps@metro.co. We'd love to hear from you. Join the community by leaving a comment below and stay updated on all things soaps on our homepage. Former Coronation Street star Ellie Leach revealed she's feeling anxious about her return to work following a well-deserved break. The actress, best known for playing Faye Windass on the ITV soap, is currently starring in the stage production Cluedo 2, The Next Chapter. And the 23-year-old is now set to return to the stage and shared some of her return-to-work concerns in a lengthy snap on Instagram stories. Sharing a black and white photo of some candles, Ellie explained she was enjoying her Sunday reset. She penned, "Starting back at work tomorrow after having 6 weeks off. Feeling so grateful to have had the most amazing summer and grateful to be going back to work, but also feeling anxious too, which is completely fine and normal. Having time off work is scary. I worry that I won't remember what to do when I go back, but hopefully once I get back in rehearsals the excitement will kick in and the anxiety will slowly go away." This will be Ellie's first acting role following her Strictly win and exit from Coronation Street. She portrayed Fade Windass for 12 years, with the character departing Weatherfield for a new life with her partner and her daughter Miley. Since leaving Coronation Street, where she played Fade Windass for 12 years, Ellie's career has gone from strength to strength, with the actress winning the 21st series of Strictly alongside partner Vito Coppola. In a previous episode of Drama Queens, Ellie admitted that she'll always miss Corey, where she started working at the age of 11. When co-star Lucy Fallon, who plays Bethany Platt, asked if she missed her previous place of work when reuniting with her co-stars, Ellie said, "I think I'll always miss it because I grew up there. But I didn't die, so I could always go back."